You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, including Coach Locke, and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What it do?
Coach Locke, say what's up, Ken.
What's happening, fellas? Glad to be back.
Coach back in the building, man.
Glad to be back, man. I missed y'all, man.
Yeah,
I missed
dog.
this.
You too, dog.
I missed this, man.
Yeah, nah, for
Coach
sure.
back in the building, man.
Yeah, man.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother? Thumbs
up.
Hey.
Always from the cameraman.
Hey.
What's up, cameraman? I don't get to holler at you too much, man. You
Hey,
good?
3 thumbs up. All right, there we go.
Found an extra one.
I don't know where that thumb come from, cuz.
Another one. Another one.
Another one. All right. Episode 274. We are breaking down the biggest moments of the NBA Finals since 1994.
Long time ago.
Sure is.
FSP style.
Always. FSP style.
94, long time ago.
For sure. You better damn know it. And you better damn believe it, man. Best of the week. We see what you got, man.
Best week for me was I sat down and I watched the women's softball, man.
Okay.
Shout out to UCLA, man.
Okay. For
Actually,
sure.
sat down, it was pretty interesting, man.
For
You know
sure.
what that is, Weezy? What? Gross.
Most definitely.
I think I found me
Most
a
definitely.
I think I found me a new sport I can watch.
Baby steps.
It's-
No,
I like that. I just know.
okay. That's good. That's good. Okay.
Only doing the World Series,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you try the WNBA the same way, bro.
You
I don't know
should.
about that.
You should.
You think you hit that softball?
Nope.
Say the one out miles per hour.
I'm not delusional. You understand me?
You can't. Because you know when they compared, it's like 90 miles for MLB.
I think I can hit it, Coach.
So you can hit a 90 miles per hour Major League Baseball?
I don't know that, but I think I can hit that softball.
You hitting into
You can't hit
the
that.
It's a bigger ball.
you hitting to the switch every time. You hitting it right there.
Oh, listen to me.
Yes.
Weezy
spot.
coming up the bat.
Yeah.
Move it in. Move it in. The shift is on.
What you got, Jeff? What's your best of the week?
Man, Uncle Luke, man.
Okay.
Defending my boy Duke Johnson
Show.
against old Baker.
Show.
Company man Baker. Gonna have a lot to learn about this NFL stuff if you keep this up, man.
Sure.
So shout out to Uncle Luke.
Hey, now
in
for
trouble,
sure,
man.
Bake better watch
Yeah,
it.
hey, he did coach the coach last year the same way when he left and just had to find a job to feed his family.
Right.
And Baker out there, he gonna learn about this NFL stuff, man. So
Quickly.
keep
It
your
get
hands
tricky.
up, Baker.
For sure.
Shout out to Uncle Luke.
What you got, Coach?
Man, I got Kevin Warren named the Big Ten commissioner and becomes the first African-American commissioner of a Power 5 conference.
Big deal.
Shout out to him,
Sure.
man.
Change the narrative, man.
Yes, sir.
We need more of them.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big deal. My best of the week, man. I was already in my worst of the week. My best of the week is Juju Smith-Schuster, Weezy's favorite wide receiver. Went to the prom. Anthony Molinaro sent Juju a DM saying that his date dumped him, right? So Juju held him down, said, you know what, I'll pull up. They had matching velvet tuxedos and all, man. The girlfriend took to Twitter to say she had a little buyer's remorse, but it was too late. Hold your fans down, Juju.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right.
For sure.
Okay, Juju.
Yeah, Juju came through, man. Yeah, with a full velvet
What is it? Velvet?
tuxedo.
Full velvet.
Looked like she had a
boy.
good time, man.
Okay.
Juju, you gotta realize, Juju, what, 22?
He's
Yeah.
easily 21.
Yeah,
tops.
22. Yeah, so for sure. Yeah, no, he's having a good time.
Yeah. USC boy.
She like canceled him like
Oh,
2 days
man,
before
like 2
or
days
something.
before.
Yeah.
She was dirty for that.
Yeah.
So Juju came through.
Keep your hands up, home.
Hope she get what's coming.
Shout
to
out
her.
to Ant, man.
You can't do
Yeah,
that, man.
for sure.
Don't do that.
Worst of the week, Weezy, what you got?
What's week for me, man? Andrew McCutcheon, man. Torn ACL.
Man, yeah.
Out for the season.
Shout out to my boy Shane, man. Big Phillies fan. He was raking it, dog.
Yeah.
He was killing, man. I hate that. But the good thing about baseball, you can bounce back from ACL. Yeah. Dang, McCutcheon.
One of the good guys.
Yeah.
One of the good guys. So what about you, Jeff?
Speaking of one of the good guys, man,
Okay.
I was scrolling through Instagram this week. And,
They should be rich.
yeah,
Oh Lord.
scrolling through Instagram, not bothering anybody. Come across my name, getting added by somebody.
Oh.
Spike Lee.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Speak on.
Yeah.
So Spike, he has his thing. He has his young guy haircut.
Okay.
He's just got his haircut.
Okay.
And he was feeling himself, and he wanted to try me out.
Okay.
And my barber.
Okay.
Zoom in, cameraman.
Zoom me in.
This is perfection, sir. This is crisp.
Oh.
This is precise.
Oh.
This is every week.
Popcorn.
Don't do this, Spike.
Don't
do this, Spike.
Don't play your hot dog like that.
Don't do that, man. Not with the headline. You can do a lot of things. You do a great hip hop show.
Yeah.
You talk, and you know your stuff. Not really about Nas. It's okay.
Bring up his Gucci. Bring up his Gucci.
Gucci Lou.
Gucci Lou.
You're very fond of the what is it called? Designer. Designer fashion. Foreign.
Don't do that.
Not the hairlines.
Talk that talk, King.
All right, there we can go.
Camera's always on.
Camera's always on.
You better damn believe.
I didn't understand that.
Okay.
Just a regular Wednesday and just scrolling through Instagram. Just come for no reason. I didn't bother nobody. I didn't say nothing.
Man.
Jeff said, "Tell a friend."
Yeah. Where you at, Coach? What you got for your worst of the week?
Man, mother Brittany Hill was fatally shot in Chicago while protecting her baby as two men drove up and shot at the two men she was standing beside. It was a terrible video, man. Like,
God,
you see when they shoot out the car and she like covers her baby, and then goes and like lays behind the car, and then after they speed off, it's just you can see it was man, that's bad, man. They need to chill out in Chicago, for real. Like
we was up here.
Now we down.
that's worst of the week, man.
Worst of the week.
Worst. That's just the worst.
2 weeks in a row, I had the coach.
Worst.
Then we ranked worst.
Yeah, that's the worst.
My worst of the week is Kawhi Leonard. My man Norman Powell trying to give him some depth. Bring it back. Got to bring it back. Had to switch this shit up. Norman Powell trying to give my man a little fist bump.
Yeah.
Kawhi locked in.
Yeah.
Said, he didn't sit. Now he came out and said that he thought that they were trying to do a huddle.
Yeah.
And he was like, let's do it up here. Do the huddle.
He was pointing
ahead.
up there. Yeah.
But in turn, he said he didn't see it. Now you can't miss somebody
Right in front of you.
Come on.
He came with it at first.
Yeah.
Then he switched it up to the upper.
But the way he pointed, it kind of makes sense. We might have turned to the huddle.
Don't leave me hanging. We locked in. That's ground.
Got me up right here, then said, "Let's do the hold up."
Yeah, man.
But to Norman Powell's defense,
Talk to me.
it got him some more playing time in game 4
For sure.
because he got clocked.
He did.
Kawhi's on the list, though. I'm watching. Shout out to Sean Wash. I'm watching.
Shout to Twin. Shout out to Twin. That's his boy.
Shout out to the group chat this week, man. Group chat got a little loco this week.
It always
Spicy
does.
Spicy
It always
Group
does.
chat.
Like you say, Weezy. It's a what?
It's a dog place, man. You go to the group chat and just look at, man, what the hell's going on?
Sure.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and the aforementioned Spike Lou and producer M Extra on the boards every Wednesday. This week's episode is the Summer Anthems episode.
You damn right, Jeff.
Yeah.
It is.
Y'all check that out.
I did, man. Shout out to the guys
I
that
did
don't
check
Deck
it out.
TV Hip Hop Podcast. Missed a couple. Weezy had a good point.
Okay, what you got, Will?
Oh, they missed Plow, shouted.
Yeah, that was a good summer.
That was.
That's summer record.
Yeah,
That's one of you jammed to that, don't you?
That's my summer record.
jams today.
Summer record.
Nah, I'm with you on that one.
Do you body roll to that?
Oh, no.
I don't know about a little body roll.
A little
but
bit, yeah.
I don't know about that. Wait.
Yeah.
But
You the dance out of it.
You rolling with that.
Oh, well. Coach Rock is a dancer.
Coach
Rock is a dancer. Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is.
He's a drummer. You got to have rhythm with the
Thank
drummer.
you.
Yeah,
See
you
what I'm
got to
saying?
have rhythm with the drummer.
Yeah, it's in his blood. Fresh for Dummies, man. Me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue. Issue number 47 is up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media handles. Where your kicks. Cop responsibly.
And you can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. All right. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on the past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How you do that, your ass Weezy? Simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real.
RMG most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good resting seconds.
Whew, we're going to try.
Let's start the clock.
All right. So yesterday was the Super Showdown for WWE from Saudi Arabia. So I'm not quite sure why they keep doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I know the
money
bag,
at.
the
It's
bag
all
was
about the
great.
money.
The bag was great, but I mean, you're losing people not want to go over there. Some of the talent don't want to take part. And your main event was 50-something-year-old Goldberg versus 50-something-year-old Undertaker.
Jesus.
Who won?
Undertaker won.
the dead man.
But
I know that was a slow paced match.
Goldberg knocked himself out during the match by accident. Undertaker dropped him during his finishing move. It was bad. It was bad. Like, they looked bad.
That's how the Weezy versus Twin 1-on-1 matchup gonna be.
Crazy.
Sure. I got you in this one.
I can't wait to see. I need to see that.
I'll be 20.
Hey, Weezy,
I got my money on you.
you know you playing for more than just you now.
Yeah.
You playing for FSB now. You got to win, man.
Don't worry about this one, yeah.
I'm not. You representing us.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a tough battle royal. I think they have 2, maybe 3 more events in Saudi Arabia. We try to get those off as quickly as possible.
Sure.
It's rough.
Most definitely. In case you missed it, Weezy, I got you again. Paul Pierce. Now, for more than a decade, NBA fans have wondered exactly what went down with Paul Pierce in the Game 1 of the 2008 NBA Finals. How was a guy whose knee was apparently hurt so bad that he needed a wheelchair to be taken into the locker room to bound back onto the courts minutes later and lead the Boston Celtics to a victory over the Lakers? Cameraman, 11 years later, during the pregame telecast of the 2019 NBA Finals Countdown show, Paul Pierce finally gave us an answer. He stated that the only reason he left the game in a wheelchair is because he had to take a shit.
I don't believe that, man.
There you have it. After all these years,
He
we
gotta
finally
be.
know the truth.
I mean,
the truth.
that's not,
He got to be trolling.
yeah, that's not even good enough to say, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
He got to be trolling.
That was his way to get people off of him for saying the Bucks were out of it after one game against the Celtics, I guess. Because
That didn't work. They just got him on the move.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
Keep it to yourself.
I lost a lot of respect for him that night, and this confirms the reason why I lost a lot of respect. That was ridiculous. Like, really,
Terrible.
you gonna wheel out in a wheelchair?
Come on, man. Like he was
And
in pain.
yeah.
He was hurt.
He was agony.
Yeah,
Pain.
for sure.
Dog, when he came out of that tunnel bouncing,
Come on,
Full speed.
full speed.
Now,
He said, "What is he doing?"
you can't bounce back after a good deuce.
Yeah, you can.
And be excited like that.
Yeah.
Hold
Nothing
on.
like a solid deuce.
It make you feel,
Hey, no,
a
for
lot
sure.
better.
For
Yeah.
sure. Deuce can bounce.
But a dude's gonna have you in agony like that.
If you had Indian food prior to something, it could be jerky.
Shout out to the people that like Indian food.
Maybe wait to the last minute. You know, you wait to the last minute. Woo! I ain't say turtle head, man. You know, you got a couple cramps. You wait to the last second.
Yeah,
It's rough.
Cameraman said, "Roll
Yeah,
on, man."
they said, "Let's
Roll
go."
on.
Yeah, then-
Cameraman said, "Let's go, man."
might delete that. And the tweet is with the question.
Turtle head.
No, my dog said turtle. Yeah, we got to get that out of there. Can we get that out of there?
I'm sorry.
Holy shit, my dog said my dog said turtle. Yeah. Shit, we gotta delete that. Yeah,
Welcome back, Cole. Shit. Welcome back.
Now tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
About that.
Full Sport Press podcast and the Revolution will be podcasted. Before we get started the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners?
I do.
Who's that?
It's Principal Mike Cormeau.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah, there we go, Weezy. Now, shout out to our guy, Jess.Goat on IG for this find. Michael Cormeau was a school principal from Holy Family Catholic School. He thought it was a good idea to get belligerently drunk,
Oh my God.
hit up a strip club, then refuse to pay, all while on a school field trip.
Nah.
Now, Cormeau was one of several chaperones that traveled from Holy Family Catholic School in Port Allen, Louisiana, to Washington, D.C. to explore the nation's capital. And that's exactly what Cormeau decided to do. He tried to do some exploration of his own, Coach. He went to a strip club, just a short walk from the White House. Now, according to arrest reports, officers were dispatched to Archibald's Gentlemen's Club on a complaint about, and I quote, intoxicated man refusing to pay his bill. The 47-year-old faces charges of public intoxication and possession of an open container of alcohol. Cormeau, of course, gave his letter of resignation, bringing an end to his 5-year service as principal, man.
My man said, "Hey, I'm on a school trip.
You know how stressed you have to be.
I'm on my own time."
You want to talk about a dark place?
Yeah, you talking about risking it all.
Man.
He put it on.
For a good time.
Yeah.
For a really good time. But here's the thing. Perhaps a warning sign. Something greater can be found in Cormeau's previous school scandals. Now,
Oh, wait, there's more?
Oh, there's more.
wait, there's more.
In 2006, Cormeau, while working at Greenbrier Elementary, allegedly mishandled $120,000 in Hurricane Katrina recovery donations.
Come on.
Yeah, man. The funds were meant for instructional purposes, but Cormeau resigned in 2006 after an auditor determined the money went to other uses.
I'm sure he was giving instructions with that money.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure.
Got new balcony at the crib.
Man, for sure, right?
New
That's
carport.
right. World be a better place than this guy, man. He needs to find another
man.
walk of life.
He got
man.
detox.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
for
And he
real.
got like a prestigious award in 2012, being like a major principal of the year. Got $25,000 to win that. So he was making it rain.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
what
that
that
was
was.
show.
Yeah.
IG lit.
IG Lee.
Sure.
There you go. Man, let's get started the first half, man. Dude, Christ.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports snooze of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What to do?
It's your boy Coach Lock.
Coach Locke, where can they find you at on social media, my brother?
Nothing has changed, my brother. Lock_the_great.
Sure,
Sure.
sure. You got it
On
locked
Twitter
Yeah.
and Instagram.
up. Okay, is it locked up?
Instagram's locked up.
Sure. Twitter's a conversation,
We
can't
can talk all day on Twitter.
you? Damn right. Damn right. Where you at, Weezy?
FSP_Weezy on IG, and I'm at Hot Weezy on Twitter.
You damn right.
He in his bag.
Sure.
Got it.
What about you, Jeff?
J-Easley84 across all social media platforms.
Sure. And I'm J-Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Come to Twitter for a full conversation. The conversation can also be had on Instagram with the FSP cameraman who posted a picture last week.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to him.
And he is FSP_cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Should be there. For
Yeah,
sure.
so
Right there.
Right there on the screen.
I'm excited for you, brother. Congratulations, my brother. Can we get another one this week? Now, don't tell me to rush.
Just asking the questions, bro.
Just ask some
Just question, man. Questions that people want to hear.
Sure.
He said, yeah.
Can I get 2 thumbs up? Give me 2.
Well, that third one you had earlier.
Don't talk about the third one.
Whoa.
All right. Let's kick off the first half with the 2019 NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors are 1 win away from their first NBA championship as they defeated the Golden State Warriors 105-92 in Game 4 to take a commanding 3-1 lead series in the 2019 NBA Finals. How you guys feel about this series?
I love it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, apparently viewership is down.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
The best way to do that, to get viewership back up, is to take the underdog to win a championship. So that's good.
hey, well,
Yeah.
they put it like this. The percentages are not looking good for the Warriors, but they still have a chance. If they can just get this next game, then I really believe they could come back.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do we see KD?
You got to.
No, he's not playing. No, Kevin
no.
Durant's not playing basketball.
I wouldn't if I was him.
Oh, yeah, his point's proven already.
He-
His point was proven.
Okay, let's have a conversation.
Yeah,
I see where Jeff
No,
is
I'm,
going.
not, I'm not
Lord.
going
No, no,
nowhere.
no,
I'm
no.
not going
I know
nowhere.
where you're going with
No,
this.
I'm not.
Here we go.
So-
But you thinking this is absolutely wrong. And let me say what I was going to say.
Okay.
I was happy to see Steph have to play like the rest of us, like the rest
sure.
of our favorite players.
Okay.
He had to beat James Harden in Game 3. He had to beat Russell Westbrook in Game 3. He
For
had
sure.
to beat Kyrie. He realized that, hey, you've been privileged your career to have what you have around you.
Okay.
Now you see what other players in the league are having to go through. Anthony Davis is DeMarcus Cousins before his injury.
sure.
Nobody's had what you had before. Now, play ball. And he had his 47 in Game 3.
He's still hooping.
And he's still hooping. He didn't have a good Game 4, but he's still hooping. They can come back because that shot's going to fall for Steph. And Pascal Siakam scares the hell out of me every time he touches the basketball
Yeah.
because he's out of control.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Control
So
chaos.
I don't care. I don't care this 3-1. I don't think it's over with. I still think Golden State has a chance to do this.
Oh, for sure.
And
If
it'd be
any
the
team.
perfect story.
Yeah.
Perfect storyline for him to avenge the travesty of what they did against Cleveland.
Do you think
Yeah.
KD plays?
If KD plays, they definitely come back.
Yeah.
He plays to be. He comes back and becomes the hero.
Will he play? You think
Yeah,
he can play?
heck yeah. He's an egomaniac.
He's not playing.
If his ego drives him enough to where he feels like if he can play, he'll come back and say,
No, he can't play. He's just not going to play because Draymond Green in a random night in December said that we don't need you to win, and he's making sure that
They
Kevin
prove it.
Durant is fine. I'm telling you,
I don't know.
fine enough to play is what I'm saying.
He's
Everybody's
about,
hurt.
He's about 70%.
65, 70.
65 now. I don't want you 65.
Kawhi Leonard's playing at 65%.
He's 82. 82.
Kawhi Leonard's playing with a bad wheel.
Yeah.
The entire Golden State Warriors team is depleted. So if you look at Kevon Looney, he's playing on a. He's supposed to be out.
You not count on
chest.
Kevon Looney though.
Kevon Looney's their starting center, Jeff.
But we're not banking on Kevon Looney.
No, literally, he's the big man of the future for the team. It would be the equivalent of Pascal Siakam leaving if he had the shots. And
Pascal's 2. Pascal's 2 in Toronto.
He's
Kevon Looney is 5.
What I'm saying is with injuries, Kevon Looney is the future of the team. He's hurt. Iggy is hurt. Iggy ain't hurt. Iggy's hurt.
Yeah.
Iggy's hurt.
Iggy's hurt. Yeah.
Iggy's hurt, right?
Clay is
Kevin
hurt.
Durant's hurt, right?
Kevin Durant is the main thing. He's
For
hurt.
sure. DeMarcus Cousins still hurt, right?
I don't know how I heard it. He's just shell of himself.
No, he's hurt.
He needs this offseason to get back right.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Klay Thompson's hurt.
He didn't look like it last night.
He's hurt.
Clay don't look hurt.
When
Klay
you,
Thompson's playing with a
when you
ace
hurt-
bandage.
He's showing some heart.
when
though.
you,
He's playing hurt.
yeah,
He's hurt.
Like, but
Iggy's playing hurt.
everybody's hurt right now. Come on.
No,
Not like
he
that.
missed the game before.
Because they want him. He didn't want to miss that.
He's hurt.
He wanted to play. He wanted
Klay
to play.
Thompson's hurt, right?
Okay.
That's 5 people on a team that's hurt.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a championship team with 5 players hurt?
But that's why I said Steph realized what it's like to be
Sure.
everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
Now you see it ain't that easy
It
every
ain't,
night.
no, hell no. With 5 people on your team being injured, it's tough to come to a tough to win a game or a series. Period.
It's he realized what you when LeBron had to play Dirty Delhi into the finals with no
But it
Kevin
was,
Love
it
and
was
Kyrie.
-2. Yeah,
But that
he's
was the
minus
team.
5.
Man, now listen to me. He's minus a healthy Clay and a healthy KD. The rest of them cats we can deal without.
Boogie's hurt. Boogie's the best.
We can't play with him all season.
Boogie's a shell of himself. Boogie's out of shape. Boogie has no lift. True, but when they're facilitating through him and he's having to pass the ball, make the right moves, he still got that.
We really can't
Boogie's
count.
still got it.
Boogie didn't play all season though.
No, Boogie was back. Boogie's at 100%.
He came back when he came back and was playing
was
much
playing
better. He's
really
playing
well.
now. Like, he can't jump over a phone book right now.
because he tore his quad.
Can I
Tell your
say-
quad.
Can I say something? I just want to say this. Depending on Boogie was not why they brought him in. He was brought in just to be the icing. No, I'm sorry. He was the sprinkles. KD was the icing on the cake. Boogie was just the sprinkles on the damn cake. So we depend on Boogie Cousins now to win. Y'all, they're in trouble.
If he was
He
healthy,
was just sprinkles.
if he was healthy, they'd be in trouble. It was depending on him to win because what happens is, what he does is he allows you not to double team nobody. If he's healthy, they beat the hell out of Toronto because he's going to play on the block.
No. That's no question, Coach. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the fact that now they're depending on Boogie because KD is hurt and because maybe Clay's not who he is, not 100%, is the scary part, is what I'm trying to say.
Jeff
Because
is hurt though. But that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah,
so you signed him for a reason, right?
you signed him just to give him a free reign.
So you set up this whole team to build around KD,
Yeah,
Steph,
KD.
Clay,
Yeah.
right? Draymond, right?
Yeah.
So in turn, what if one of those pieces are moved and not playing? Like KD's not playing.
KD's not playing.
So in turn, that is losing Kyrie Irving, right?
Yeah.
That's losing Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Kevin Love is the equivalent of
They don't have
Clay.
They missed him for one game though.
He missed it for one game, but he's
Yeah.
still hurt though.
But they didn't have Kevin Love a whole series that time.
No,
They had
that's what
Kyrie
I'm
a whole
saying.
series.
But Klay Thompson is hurt, right?
Yeah,
Then it's just what I'm saying is it's a lot of pieces that are missing that makes this a. But you know what injuries are? Injuries are
Part of it.
Part of
part of the
Part
game
of it. Yeah.
for sure. So they just got to fight through it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a team like I saw a press conference and the Raptors did not look confident as a team that's up 3-1
Well, they respect their opponent number one.
as you should.
You
have to.
Right,
Right.
of course, as you should. And their leader isn't like that. They don't have a boisterous leader.
Right.
So
True.
they take on his attitude. So
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a LeBron. No disrespect to LeBron fans coming to the press conference with making everybody wear the same suits and stuff
Right.
like that. There's none of that on this team.
Right.
You just come to work.
Yeah, no,
That's
for
all
sure.
it is.
Nick Nurse is out coaching Steve Kerr.
Absolutely.
Even though Steve Kerr is doing it with a lesser team, I'm telling you,
That's why I won't say he's out coaching him.
he just has more people.
He just has
That's true.
Steve Kerr doesn't have his dogs.
Yeah.
We've seen that in sports. If
That's true.
your coach is only as good as the players, I don't care who it is.
I disagree with that one reason. Because we just last week were talking about, and I say this myself, Kyle Lowry has to be your 3 or for you to even have a chance. He's moved Kyle Lowry into that 3 position, the third scorer, and made it work.
But
He's running a boxing one on Steph and saying, "You beat me."
Only
Anybody
did
that
that one game,
but
though.
you know why
Yeah,
though?
but every game, my bad, coach. every game, somebody from Toronto steps up.
That's true.
Pascal stepped up.
Yep.
Serge stepped up. Marcus
Van
stepped up.
Vliet, yep.
Van Vliet. Kyle Lowry stepped up twice.
Y'all are saying stepped up. I'm saying they doing what they're supposed to do.
Okay,
That's
so
what you brought Ibaka there to do, to block shots and rebound.
Yeah, but you can't expect me to have 21 every night.
Yeah, last night, but these are all easy buckets though, because Boogie can't do nothing on
was
him.
tough shots.
Boogie cannot guard.
Boogie can't guard him.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
These are all he's not working for these, but he's a jump hook shots off a rebound.
Yeah, but he don't do it. He don't do it every night.
so this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead, coach.
You saying he's out coaching Steve Kerr?
Out adjusting. I say he's out adjusting Steve Kerr.
But
he don't
that's
have
because
that.
Kerr can't adjust to what he's doing.
He just don't
okay,
have the
put it like
pieces,
this.
Jeff.
Put it like this.
Y'all are giving them a lot
No,
of slack.
no,
A lot of flack.
Nurse
'Cause
is making the perfect calls.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing. Nothing you're saying with that. He is boxing one Steph because nobody's there. How is Steve Kerr supposed to adjust to that when he has nobody to adjust with?
Second quarter, they ran the ball through Boogie and let Boogie make the decision on the post. You can flare out to him. He can be the open. He can be the pick and roll guy, the pick and slip guy. Do that. Slow the ball down.
They can't though, because are you going to be scared of Boogie down there like he is right now?
Yes. For his passing ability, for his court vision, because he can find over. Look who he found. Sean Livingston on the slip.
Jeff, though,
he
who is he
found Iggy
passing to,
Dollar.
though?
Sean Livingston found Iggy cutting to the basket. You got to run a different type of offense.
They depended on Quinn Cook to make shots.
They depended on whoever's there. That's how they ran. But see,
That's the problem of
but
developing a team like that.
But that was called beauty of the offense last year when Quinn Cook and I forget the other guy's name who came in and had to hit those threes in the finals last year.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Patrick
about.
McCaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was called the beauty of the offense. They was sharing the ball, kicking it to whoever's
They had a
open.
full team then, though.
You're
Like-
not counting on McCall as a full team. Dude.
I'm not gonna take
we're
nothing
not doing
away.
that.
No, I'm saying they had a full. They had 7 people. They only played
You
3
had Kevin.
people off the bench.
You had Kevin Durant then.
No, what I'm
That's
saying
what
is,
you had.
But you are
That's what you
losing.
had.
But you don't.
Which goes back to my point. That made Kerr look like he was out coaching. He can't do that. He can only coach what he has. He's making the best adjustments he can. Like you said, Quinn Cook was getting the open shots that he probably set the offense up to work.
Quinn Cook hit those shots in
didn't-
game 2. That's how they won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Last night, he didn't make them shots. Steve Kerr organized the offense for them to do that, to get him that wide open look. He didn't make the shot.
True.
So that's Kerr
I'm
can't
not
do
taking
anything
nothing
other than that.
away from Toronto.
Me
Them boys
neither.
hooping.
Nurse is
Them boys
making the
hooping.
right adjustments.
Yeah, he's hooping.
And they're healthy.
Golden State is not healthy for sure. But but them boys is out there hooping. And Steve Kerr can't do what he did last night. He can't sit Clay out for the whole third quarter.
That's it. I mean,
Clay's
I
out
know
there,
he's hurt.
Yeah, everybody's hurt though. And to Golden State's defense, well, not really defense, because I'm glad they're losing. But them boys been playing 100 games a year for the last 5 years.
Oh, man, I don't want to hear that.
They tired.
I don't want to hear that.
Look, and the same thing happened to LeBron.
LeBron played the Olympics. LeBron played
But
everywhere.
you remember he caught cramps every year?
Well, they changed the rules for him. They changed. They put 2 games. They put 2 days in between each game for LeBron. When he caught them cramps against the Spurs, the very next year they implemented 2 games in between every finals game.
And it's 3 on the road now.
But
So they changed it for LeBron.
I got you.
We got to move on because we've been on for a while. But I do agree, Weezy. Watching the game last night, I said they left Clay on the bench too long. They should have put him in and put Steph on the bench because Clay wasn't missing. Steph was not making shots, but I understand that Clay was hurt, so we don't know what his feelings were. He might have been like, I need to rest a little more because of his hamstring. But
I just know that we are saying that Steph had a bad game. He was bad. He was shooting bad from the field. Like he shot bad from 3, 2 for 9 from 3, but he was 8 for 22 from the field. So in turn, he went to the free throw line. He just did not play. The defense on the whole entire team they're playing terrible defense.
terrible, yeah.
But
Golden State.
Oh my God,
It's
they're
terrible.
terrible defense. But the thing is, you can't play defense if you're injured. Like it's really hard to play defense when you're injured.
Yeah.
And Clay's not moving. Steph is a low average defender at been like that, right? But it makes it a lot easier for him to play defense because you have a Kevin Durant out there, you have Draymond Green and Iguodala at 100%. So
The reason people saying he's playing bad though is because what's his strength? What's Steph's strength?
yeah,
Shooting the ball.
So
Yeah,
if
so
he shoots
if he-
bad, they're gonna say
Yeah,
he's a bad guy.
if his shot's not falling, he has a bad night. To me.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody got the Raptors closing it out in Game 5? Because all the pressure is on Toronto, right? They have this is a closeout game.
Yeah.
for sure.
Last thing you want to do is look up and then
And
you
go
Game
back.
7.
Yeah,
That's the last thing you want to do is look up.
I
and
know
then
you're
game
in trouble.
7.
Yeah, for sure.
I got him in 7. So
You still got him at 7?
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning, Weezy.
Exactly. I see it still going 7.
Okay.
I honestly, as much as I say about Steph and all them,
Right.
they got to lose for me to say they lost.
Yeah,
just
sure.
being real.
That's gonna be that's tough. It's crazy. It's crazy to see something I never predicted that they.
Nobody did.
Injuries do the equalizer of everything.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
mean, I think it's hard to three-peat, guys.
It's very
hard
it is.
to three-peat.
It is. It is.
Shout out to the rappers right now. Anyway, let's move on to last Saturday night. We had heavyweight championship boxing, guys, and a win for Husky Nation. So Saturday night was a legendary night for Husky Nation. Anthony Ruiz Jr. stepped in for undefeated challenger Jarrell Miller. Y'all like, who is Jarrell Miller? Who's that? Well, he failed 3 drug tests before he was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua. So Ruiz stepped in and was a 25-1 underdog against the heavyweight champ Joshua. And Ruiz proceeded to knock Joshua down not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times to win by 7th round TKO and become the first heavyweight champion of Mexican heritage. Is this bigger than Buster Douglas?
No.
Nah, because nobody knew this guy.
This wasn't Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mike.
He's
wasn't
not
Mike.
He's
It
not as
wasn't
big
Mike.
as Mike Tyson.
Not in America.
That's where we are.
I give you that.
Where
But
we
Joshua was huge overseas.
Clearly, he wasn't fighting nobody over there because his chin is weak as
But he's been down for pause. He's been down before.
with toilet paper sauce.
Jeff, you said that he got knocked out in
his
sparring.
He got knocked down
See?
a week before in sparring.
See what I'm saying?
Like,
Come on, man.
You know what's funny? Like maybe a couple hours before this fight popped off, like on my gambling app, it just popped up 251 odds in the Joshua fight tonight.
You wanted to bet just something small.
Where did this come from? Like,
Yeah.
Joshua gonna knock this dude out.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't take that.
So this is the thing, though. If you'd have bet 10 on Ruiz,
251.
251. Yeah.
so it's what, 2,500?
Yeah.
He got $2 million to step in right there. The more important thing is the Drake curse. Like Anthony Joshua posted a picture of him and Drake saying, "We're gonna break this curse thing."
Yeah.
You lose
Yeah.
to Ruiz, man. It's tough.
He said he doesn't remember anything after the 3rd round.
Jesus.
After he got hit in the 3rd, he said he doesn't remember anything after the 3rd.
That dude was hitting. That dude was fighting him.
Yeah. And
he light on his feet.
I was just about to say that video he was doing the shuffle and the ladder. He was moving.
he
light
can
on his
move.
feet.
Yeah. I like it. Shout out to Husky Nation, man.
He was happy as hell he won that fight.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, that changed his
Supposed
life.
to be.
Bro.
It changed his life.
He
sure.
went from nobody. Now he had a decent record of his own.
For sure he did.
But he went from nobody know who this guy was, and this wasn't even his fight to, like I said, Jarrell Miller, who up until this point was a decent contender,
Right.
undefeated himself, but failed 3 damn drug tests.
Yeah, rematch in the UK.
Yeah, I think Joshua has to try to push for that.
Yeah.
because he's not ready for over here yet.
Ain't no way.
He need that 100,000 behind him.
If I'm Ruiz, ain't no way I'm going over there for
Oh,
a
you
match.
got to.
No, I don't.
You have to.
I'm the heavyweight champion.
I mean,
got-
the fight was in the United States, though.
Yeah,
I'm
he
an
got
heavyweight
the-
champion
He got
now,
the
though.
leeway now.
Yeah, because I'm the champ. You got to come to me. I don't have to accept it.
Unless in the contract, Joshua was smart enough to put that in, that he has to fight him overseas. If the
Yeah.
rematch has to be overseas.
What's the point with that? Why he won't? I don't get it.
He's not from here. He's
So-
not from America.
He's fighting in front of 100,000
100,000
over there.
strong. All for him.
That's a lot.
That's
ticket
a
sales.
heck of a home field advantage.
And that's ticket sales.
It's tough, man.
Oh, hey,
Fight, you gotta fight.
for your boy's sake, Weezy, Drake, you better hope and pray that Toronto wins this series. Because the curse had never died in.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
It's worse than a little
Over
bit
here.
first.
Man.
We're the North.
So let's...
Nah, I'm joking.
No, wouldn't like to do.
Nah, he did. It looks
So-
kid, I've been dead.
For sure. So we're going to talk some college basketball. The NCAA approved the proposal to move back the three-point line for the men's basketball from 20 feet 9 inches to 22 feet 1 inch and 3/4, which is the three-point line in the international play. And the three-point line had been at the 20 feet 9 inch distance since 2008. Now they experimented with this, moving it back 2 years ago in the NIT for the first time. And NCAA saw that the 3-point percentages went down, of course, but the attempts went up, which makes no sense to me. Now, they say the goal of pushing this line back was to make the lane more available for the dribble drive plays from the perimeter, to slow down the trend of 3-point shots becoming too prevalent in men's college basketball by making the shot a bit more challenging, while at the same time keeping the shot an integral part of the game, and assisting in offensive spacing by requiring the defense to cover more of the court.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this, and is it going to work?
Here's the thing. I think they should have taken down the shot clock to 15 seconds. I want the game to be fast paced. For sure.
15?
You want
15.
you want
I want,
you
it
out
up,
there.
I want it up and down, dog.
Nah, man.
What is
you
it,
can't-
30 now?
30.
Yeah.
You're gonna
35.
cut. It ain't even 15. Think about how much fast.
Yeah,
24,
get it
15
done.
seconds, bro.
15 seconds.
You can't even run a play.
Nah, you can't.
Because all you,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as a coach, if I'm
Press.
coaching and it's only 15 seconds shot clock,
You only
I'm
get
pressing
8
every time.
seconds to get
Yeah.
a half,
I'm
right?
pressing every time.
Yeah.
Because even if you beat the press, but you don't score me, now you can't set up nothing. Now you got to jack a shot.
So
up.
at least 24 would be good.
Yeah, just go 24.
all across the board.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go 24. And then that'll get you.
You want to add you out there?
I just want to see it up and down a little bit more. But this what it'll help is having a little bit more inside outside now. So you're gonna have to do some post plays, letting the bigs touch the ball. But I think with too many threes being shot anyway, so in turn having a little bit more of an even game inside and out would be good for college basketball.
So somebody's game like Michigan State, Virginia, that'll kill you.
It was one year I think that Villanova, the year they won the national championship and they beat us, North Carolina. I think they took 155 threes in how many games they played in the tournament? Yeah. So that's insane.
Well, it kind of goes back to kind of what article I was reading this week with Jalen Rose about analytics in basketball. People have instituted the 3-point shot so much because they think it's such a high percentage shot, and you're neglecting the mid range and the dribble drives and stuff like that, which makes offenses click. And I think this is a rule by the NCAA, one of the few things they've gotten right lately, and decided to make the game a little more where it's more than one option. It's just going down the court and hosting up a 3-pointer. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Now, speaking to your point, that ain't the only rule change that they're making.
Okay.
To reset, they're going to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds after a shot has been missed instead of going back to 30, kind of like how the NBA resets to 14. So that's going to help speed it up.
Okay.
The use of instant replay can be conducted if a basket interference or goaltending call has been made during the last 2 minutes of the second half or the last 2 minutes of any overtime. They're going to allow for coaches to call live ball timeouts in the last 2 minutes of the second half or any overtime. And players will be assessed a technical foul and ejection if they use a derogatory language aimed at an opponent regarding race, ethnicity, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or disability.
Yeah.
Chill out, y'all.
They trying to clean it up.
Mike was saying they were trying to get the N-word.
Yeah.
For sure. That's crazy. Let's keep it in college basketball. Kenyon Martin Jr., the son of former Cincinnati legend and NBA All-Star Kenyon Martin, will bypass college and immediately pursue a professional career abroad. Yeah. Now, the younger Martin committed last month to another former NBA star, Jerry Stackhouse in Vanderbilt, but instead will get a head start in his pro career in a yet-to-be-determined league. Is KJ ready for professional basketball?
From what I've seen, it's I don't think so.
Was this academics?
No, his situation totally different.
Yeah.
He Sierra Canyon,
Yeah.
really
That's what I
smart
thought. That's what I
kid.
thought. Like,
His situation is different from RJ Hampton, who we spoke on last week.
right.
This kid was a 5-star.
Right.
So you go, KJ's a 3-star max.
Yeah.
You know, so
3, yeah.
having him, he's not ready to play college. He's going to be a 3-year player in college basketball. So how in the hell is he going to go to the NBA as a 3-star?
Luka.
And because they had him playing.
3-star.
No, but it's
Yeah.
Luka. They saw. I don't mean cut you off, coach, but they saw Luka, like RJ Hampton said, played against adults and decided, you know what, it's gonna help my game a little more. I'm gonna play with adults.
He is the son of a former NBA All-Star, so it's going to be a different access that he has to professional circles than RJ Hampton and other average kids, but he's not ready, man. He's a 6'6" power forward.
That's what I was just about
Right.
to say.
He's not. He's little.
Come on, man. It's not going to work.
All of the highlights, I've never seen him shoot one jump shot.
I blame Kenyon Martin for that.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Yeah.
But see, here's why I don't, and this is just playing devil's advocate. A kid stays in college more than 2, maybe 3 years. We look at him like, oh man, he couldn't get out of one and done. Like, why he gets that stigma of being in college? Like, you got so much film on him. You see his negatives. You get his draft stock falls because he was in college so much. Now you go overseas and play. Luka played with those guys since he was 18 to 17 years old. That gets hyped up. You're playing against professional players your whole teenage
But he
years.
was killing.
But true. No. I'm not saying this guy's Luka Doncic by any chance. I'm just saying that way of going about it changed the game.
But Jeff, this kid he needs to develop.
Yeah,
I think
of
he's a
course.
3-year player at Vanderbilt. So there's no better place to develop your game than college basketball, man. I think it would have been the best move for him. I think it's a huge mistake. But again, his dad is Kenyon Martin, so I'm sure he'll land on his feet. But he could have went a different way with this.
Yeah, because like you said, he's only 6'6", power forward, so he's gonna be able to with those grown men trying to play in the
6'9",
post.
6'10". Yeah.
So the same film, can expose him over there.
Yeah,
that it would have been in college.
It's a bad move both ways. Yeah. It's a bad move on the court. It's a bad move off the court. You don't leave Vanderbilt just off the court. Who you know, their avenues. Vanderbilt, you just don't do it.
That's your squad.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm joking.
I'm just talking about education wise also.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, let's move on to the NFL, guys. Weezy's guy, Ty Gurley. His role will reportedly be lessened this season. No longer be the bell cow back for the Rams, and moving forward because of looming concerns about his left knee. This is according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. The Rams intend to lighten his load after selecting third round pick Darrell Henderson and Michael Brown and Justin Davis and John Kelly as well. Try to get all those guys in the mix in the offseason and going into the preseason to kind of lighten the load for old Ty Gurley.
Yeah.
Did we see this coming?
No, I don't think anybody did.
And they're saying this about his age and his usage rate and things like that. Like, wow.
Yeah,
I think he's went into that, doctor's office one time. They say, you know what? Hey,
this came fast though.
Your knee's not good.
I mean, they're saying he needs to lose weight in order to reduce the wear and tear. You bring in Darrell Henderson.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: as of 2019, it's $34 million guaranteed with that signing bonus. So in 2020, they got to make a decision because I think January 4th, another $10.5 million becomes guaranteed. So to avoid paying that full $45 million guaranteed money, the Rams could cut him at the beginning of 2020.
I think he knows. I think he sees it right on the wall. He's probably done.
You know what I think about some people, some players, kind of like Ty Gurley. He's so powerful. I don't think his bones can keep up with his body. Does that make sense?
Like Bo Jackson.
Like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, something like Bo Jackson.
Explosion.
Yeah, I just don't think his bones are built for what he can do as an athlete.
Yeah.
But you know what though? This might not necessarily be bad for the Rams or Gurley because when backup C.J. Anderson, who now plays for the Lions, was running the ball, he was more efficient than Gurley. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow Gurley to rest more, to heal more. It won't be as much wear and tear on his body. So when he's in the game, he'll be able to do some things that he might not be able to done running and toting the ball as much every down.
Only negative to that is Gurley's one of those backs where he needs the carries. He got to get going.
He gets stronger with the game. He gets stronger.
You don't want to, pardon me, like a coach I would just say, you don't want to hit that for 4 quarters.
No.
You know what I mean?
You want to hit that?
Yeah, you don't want to hit that for 4 quarters.
Sure.
So it's that's what it is with him. It's like
But keep in mind with this, Ty Gurley carried the ball 321 times. Derrick Henry carried the ball 250 times in 3 years. Ty Gurley carried about 300 in 1 year.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and if you look at Jeff, your boy Darrell Henderson, the kid from Memphis, who's going to be the backup running back behind Gurley, if he quickly flourishes in that McVay system, it'll be a situation where I could see Ty Gurley being traded.
Before the season.
Before the season. Yeah, man, sure. Before we get started with halftime, let's keep it in football. In late May, the NFL has asked teams to stop using the Oklahoma drill, considered the ultimate test of toughness. Now, anyone who's played high school football has likely, or any type of football, has likely taken part in this drill. It is a football rite of passage. Now, teammates gather around to witness football's version of a gladiator battle. When the whistle blows, the combatants collide. One emerges from the one-to-one clash as a winner. The NFL says getting rid of the drill during training camp in order to prevent concussions is the major deal. Is this a good thing or bad thing for the state of football?
It's a good thing. They need to get rid of this drill. It's going to kill somebody, man.
Listen to me. That's how you know it's football season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's the first day of pads. We call it the Tennessee drill.
Okay.
The first day of pads, first practice of 2 days. Line them up.
It lets you know if you really want to play football.
All that talking you've been doing in the weight room, all that in spring football, when it didn't matter. All right, where you at?
Yeah, but
Call them out. You want a spot? Call them out.
Yeah.
these kids are different these days, man. They stronger. Shit. These kids are different, man.
Okay. Listen, man, I think the good thing about it, it's starting from the top with the NFL, eliminating the drill, sends a downstream to youth football, all the way to high school and college football. So here's the thing. College football, they asked the SEC, they were like, we're not getting rid of that. No, in college football, you need to know who's ready to play.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is to see how mentally strong some of these kids are. So unfortunately, This is what you signed up for.
Yeah.
So
What conference did y'all see getting rid of it?
Pac-12.
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 Pac-12 for sure. I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
What about the ACC?
No, we
Ain't no
SEC light.
Ain't no way.
we know
The
better.
last to do it would be the SEC.
Yeah, but
good old
for
football.
sure, yeah.
Good old football down there.
Yeah, it's
Three,
traditional.
three in a cloud of dust
Yeah,
football.
no, for sure. But the best way to stay healthy is the best thing for the game is, and me and Jeff talk about this all the time, is that every time they collide, dude, it's a car wreck.
Yeah,
So-
basically what it is.
So to hit less as medical evidence that shows that if you harm players the right way or hit players the right way, dude, this is hurting players more than it's helping players. So they're gonna have to take this in consideration soon.
Yeah, I don't think you should do it anyways in NFL.
I'm all for not taking players to the ground in practice.
Mhm.
I get that. I'm all for less pads in practice, like maybe 1 or 2 full pad practices. All that makes sense. I guess I'm just old
all
school,
it
whatever.
is.
Just
That's all it is.
that first day, you know what it is. Like
Yeah.
you don't even have to. Like if you played football before, you know, for you run any plays, for you do anything. line
First
up.
day of
Yeah,
pads, you
line
lining
up.
up.
Ready to strap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College football and high school though,
Yeah.
they got to find a way to eliminate it because
Yeah.
the kids, as far as their brains maturing and things of that nature, man, you got to protect them the most. Sure.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it's prehistoric.
It is
It'll
prehistoric.
probably go away. But it's fun.
It is. It's cool to see, for sure. Guys ready to get started with halftime?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it. Of course, we're talking the NBA Finals, Toronto Raptors, Golden State Warriors. I know the world was shocked. They were surprised. They were bewildered, dismayed. All of those things, all of those adjectives that Malcolm X once used, everyone was that. I thought it would probably be a gentleman's sweep. Kawhi is catapulting his team to stardom. He's doing great things. He's playing on a bum leg, but doing well. So, FSP, can Toronto win this series? Do they have a snowball's chance in hell to win this series? What do you guys think? All right, we're going to move on to some NFL football, and we're going to talk the New England Patriots just a little bit. With all the offseason acquisitions and things that the Dolphins have done in the AFC East, the Jets and the Bills, the Patriots just slowly trot along and do what they do and still put out the most competitive team for the past 10, 12 years that we have ever seen. How is this? Is it the system? Is it the scheme? Is it Belichick? Is it Tom Brady? What do you guys think is the secret ingredients to their recipe of being successful? I'm going to leave you guys with these words of wisdom. This was kind of interesting to me. Coach Fitzgerald hit us with this after practice one day. He said, as a football team, when you play hard. But when you work, you don't play at all. Think about that. I think that's synonymous for life as well. When you play, we play hard. But when we work, we don't play at all. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown, that is, Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First thing you talked about, Toronto Raptors, which we talked about in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
How are the Raptors doing this with no lottery picks?
Player development.
Injuries on the other team.
Good trades.
Player development.
That Kawhi trade was one of the best trades in history.
The only developing player that they have is Pascal and
Don't sneeze at
and
that.
Fred Van Vliet.
That's
though.
the lot.
Van Vliet.
That's a lot.
In this
Everybody
series,
else was
That's 2 of
traded,
their
though.
top 4 players.
Damn, Fred Van Vliet.
Fred Van Vliet is better than Kyle Lowry. I've said that from the beginning
that's
of
what I'm
the
saying.
year.
That's 2 of their best 4 players.
Do you know Kyle Lowry's been to 5 All-Stars?
Yep.
All-Star games?
Mhm.
And he's been in after him not being an All-Star his first 8 years.
Well, you got to think about it because
Everybody went to
Toronto's
West.
record has been so good
Yeah, for sure.
these last 5-6 years.
I hate that for
And
DeRozan.
then,
Think about it.
I,
you
I've
think they'll
been,
get DeRozan for a year?
I've
I
been
mean, a
saying
ring?
that
You think they'll give him a ring?
Hell
No,
no.
you can't give him a ring. I wouldn't take it if I
I
would.
wouldn't take it.
when they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it was what did that go 6 or 7? 7, right?
6.
6.
No, with the 76ers?
Yeah.
No,
That
that went 5.
That went
76ers went 7.
76ers went
Yeah,
7,
yeah.
and then the
Bucks
Bucks
went
went 5.
Yeah, I
6?
said
They won 2 games?
Yeah, Bucks won 2.
They won the
Bucks
first
won
2. Yeah, they won the first 2. Because remember, everybody
That
thought the
was down
season
on
was
two.
over.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I said that I hate this for Dwayne Casey and DeMar DeRozan because it's gonna look like it was their fault why they wasn't getting there when we all know it was LeBron James.
It was LeBron James.
That's all it was.
It was all
At the end of
LeBron
the day,
James. That sucks,
you know.
man. Let's move on to the Patriots. Still a team to beat. How do they keep doing this?
Same thing.
They got
Player development.
Yeah, they got one of the best front offices in NFL history.
You know what they do? They get rid of players a year early.
Yep.
So if this was Todd Gurley on their team,
He been
they
gone.
would trade Todd Gurley.
Now.
They would have already traded him before the before
the
draft.
Yeah, before they even started the offseason. He
Been gone.
Something it made me respect what's the name of that coach?
Belichick.
Belichick a whole lot more once I found out that he likes the draft more than he likes coaching.
Yeah.
And it's like you can tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it goes back to
Teams shortcut their part of it in every professional sport.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the part that matters the most. You can draft a guy in the second, third round, or second round if it's the NBA, and make him a player if you really, really put the time into it. They don't want to do that no more.
Like, let's be honest. He wanted to get rid of Tom Brady.
Yeah, for 2 years
For
ago.
Garoppolo. He wanted to get rid of Tom Brady
Because he knew.
Yeah.
time's coming.
And they pushed Gronk out of the door. So got rid of Rod. I said, I keep calling him Rod. Trey. To get rid of Trey Flowers a year early. They are always ahead of the curve, man. That's why they've been successful.
Yep.
Sure. You guys ready to get started the second half?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the top NBA Finals moments in NBA history since 1994. It's a long title. I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy, what to do?
It's your boy Coach Locke.
Episode 274, fellas. The NBA Finals have provided the stage for the NBA's greatest players to make career-defining plays. Now, throughout the history of the Finals, we've seen countless unbelievable individual performances, many of which are etched in our brains forever. After much discussion, we presented some of the top moments in the NBA Finals since 1994 in chronological order. Let's get it kicked off, man. The Michael Jordan Game 5, 1997 flu game. It's a moment in history.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, now for sure. This is when Weezy first started watching basketball.
About that time.
I know.
Right around that time.
I know.
Hey.
What people don't realize, is the Jazz were favorites going into the game.
Yeah.
So they were 1.5 point favorites. Weezy, if you keep it count. But I was looking back at some of this stuff. Dude, the Bulls were in some dog fights.
Yeah.
They were in dog fights. They'll lose 2 games, win a game or 2. So it's crazy.
It just didn't seem like it because Jordan never played in the Game 7.
Yes, exactly. Got him out of there 6 tops.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but despite having flu-like symptoms,
Flu-like symptoms.
yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, for sure.
Flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, he had 38, 7, and 5 in that game. 13 for 27 for the field, Jeff. I'm going to give you some percentages on every one of these great performances as we go through them. But I think the flu game will go down as one of the most memorable performances for Michael Jordan.
That was a big shot, man.
Huge shot.
He pushed off, though.
That's not that game.
That's not that game.
That's not that game.
It's not that game.
No, it's not that game.
We're
We're going to talk about
We gonna
that.
get there
Another damn
soon.
year.
Whole nother
soon. That's all right though. We're gonna let you.
Steve Kerr hit this shot.
Another damn.
Yeah, just
So what I was about to say was they say that Mike called his trainer at like 2 a.m. You know, was like, I don't know what's wrong. He couldn't even sit up. He was in fetus position, and the trainers told him there's no way he was gonna play. Mike didn't get out the bed to 5:50 and made it to a 7 p.m. game.
Yeah.
What was the hotel right across from the arena? I mean, that's a quick time to get
He
to
was
the
drunk,
game.
man.
Hey man, you said it, I didn't.
My boy was drunk.
Oh, he had
Some people say it was food poisoning.
Yeah,
One
that's what
story
they
said it was
say.
food poisoning.
That would have been a better story.
That's what they say.
They said Bill Winningen said that he looked at him. He's usually like a darker complexion.
Pale.
Dark, he's super pale, man. Almost ghostly between gray and white, man. So said he was super sick, man. But he showed up, showed the hell out, and it was
Scotty, that picture of Scotty carrying him to the bench.
Epic.
That's epic.
and how the way that they use Metro Boomin.
Yeah, Future.
And Future.
Yeah, that was killer.
Yeah, I love that.
They say he struggled. I ain't gonna say they say he did. He was struggling early.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You could
He
tell
got
he was
that thing
down.
going.
Yeah.
He was down bad.
Yeah, 13 for 27. Let's keep it score there.
38.
38. for sure.
38.
I'm the stat guy. Okay, good. Cool. All right, let's go.
Let's move right along to this is the game that Weezy was referring to.
Here you go,
Michael
Weezy.
Jordan's title-winning shot in Game 6, the 1998 Finals. This is how Michael Jordan's career should have ended.
Yes,
The
sir.
Washington, well, in my eyes, in my mind, this is how his career ended. I don't even count the Washington era for sure.
The only joy we acknowledge is Chicago.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's it.
Yeah, but this is a huge shot, man. Did he push off? Is the question.
Absolutely.
I don't think he did, man.
Oh shit, guys.
Come on, now,
Okay.
guys.
He pushed off, but it wasn't like as strong as everybody making it seem.
You
Like,
see-
Nah.
he just kind of shoot him.
He's definitely done it
Shoot.
before.
He just shoot him.
No,
He shoot him.
He
over
didn't
there.
cross him. He didn't cross
He
him.
shoot him over there.
Coach,
He shoot him
I
over
think this
there.
is the most overrated aspect of the game because if he would have pushed off, right, I think Byron Russell would have looked at the ref or anything. Nothing happened. Everybody looked at it. It was just like a regular move, and we kept going. He did not complain to the refs at all.
Well, to counter that, I don't think he had the wherewithal to do so because so much was riding on that shot. So when he did get pushed off, he had to recover and just play deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but if you look at the frame by frame of that, you clearly see Jordan pushing with the left hand to get separation. You know what I mean?
So, Jeff.
You can you can see his shorts move.
He shoot him over.
Dude,
No
Byron
call,
Russell
no foul.
was 230,
Yeah, that's a lot of weight to,
240
you know,
to be pushed with one
like that.
hand at full speed.
Byron Russell has since said he pushed off and challenged Jordan.
He
one-on-one.
has to say that.
He
You
challenged
gonna
Jordan
say that.
one-on-one.
He got to say
Yeah,
that.
you gonna
wanted-
It's
say
a
he
that.
save face.
He wanted all the smoke before Jordan went in the Hall of Fame.
The coolest thing that people want that they don't talk about is the way that he stole the ball from Carl Malone
That's
before
a
that.
big
That's
deal.
a huge deal. That's a huge deal.
Because they could have sealed that game and
If
pushed
he
it to game
score.
7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pushed the game 7 right there.
And they had the home court, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, well, that was on the road.
Yeah.
For sure. That would have won. Yeah, that would. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
crazy.
What was
go ahead.
crazy about it is nobody talks about how the next high point man was Kukoc with only 15.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
And Jeff, he was 15 for 35 in this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
15 for 35.
That
Michael
king.
Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, what you saying? That's a
I'm
great.
just saying.
Is that a great shooting night?
That's not a great shooting
Okay,
night.
then.
That's
I'm
not a
just
great
saying.
shooting night. But, shout out to Sean Watch. We talk about these percentages.
Yeah.
Mike was 15 for 35.
He shot 43 for the series.
But when it come
That's
down
not
to
good.
it,
Man, that was
when it come down to it, you gotta win the game.
and that's what he
You
did
play
Who to win?
to win the game.
Who do you want shooting the ball more?
Michael Jeffrey.
Michael Jeffrey or Tony Kukoc?
You better know it. Let's move on to Kobe Bryant overcoming injury to drag the Lakers to an overtime victory in Game 4 of the 2000 Finals.
Let's get over here.
It's 14 for 27 from the field. We'll talk about that in a second, though. But this is an epic moment, man. Kobe missed most of
no.
Game 2
He did.
and Game 3 with a sprained ankle.
He did.
He played 47 of a possible 53 minutes.
He did.
And he scored 28 points to beat the Pacers. Shaq had fouled out.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at Shaq. He said, I got this, big
He
fella.
did.
And what did he do?
He got it.
Okay. That's why it's on here.
This is
They were
true.
not in. They were not in trouble.
Dude, yes, they
All
were.
this series. The Pacers won one damn game.
Man, dude,
No, they didn't.
They could have easily won this game.
Yeah,
They won two? They went six?
It went
It went
yes.
6. It went 6.
Yes.
It's the Crozier year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the reason I know this is my boys.
Yeah.
This is my man Reggie
Reggie
Miller,
Miller,
and I was
yeah.
hot that he didn't get this one.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, it went 4-2.
Yeah, no, Reggie was supposed to win one when he played with Artest.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Artest went in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude,
Yeah,
Shaq
they-
had 36 and 21 before fouling out.
Yeah.
He averaged 38 and
was
17.
unstoppable.
38 and 17.
Oh, man.
Shaq,
Yeah.
38 and 17.
dominant.
Unstoppable.
The Hulk.
Jesus.
That's the Hulk.
Now, if we want to talk about some moments. There was the conference
Yeah.
championship finals games.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had to go through.
Oh, yeah.
those were.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
he was playing against Rick Smicks though.
Barbecue chick.
Yeah.
All day.
Barbecue
That's
chick.
why
Man.
that's why I was shocked that because at the time I was a real big Pacers fan just because of Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
I was shocked that we won 2 games.
Rick Smith or something.
But once the game got going, and then this game, I was like, we are really finna tie this series up
Then Kobe.
and go back to Indiana.
Yeah, man.
Then Kobe.
And then here he go. I think maybe that's why I don't like him.
I can see that, Coach. No, I can see that.
He's 14 for 27 from the
I
field.
can see that, Coach.
14 for 27.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Hold on
That
now.
shoot was- it was a good
Nah,
shoot.
I'm gonna tell you who. I'm
Hold
gonna
on
tell
now.
you.
He shot 37 for the series though.
But what we're talking about is moments. We're talking about the moments, and this is a brilliant moment for the series going from 2-2 to 3-1.
This is true.
And my boy came through. Shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant,
Okay.
the GOAT. Jeff, let's move on to Allen Iverson putting the moves on Tyronn Lue. Game 1 of the 2001 NBA Finals with the Lakers riding a 19-game winning streak in the 2001 Finals. Iverson and the Sixers had a tough challenge ahead of them. And in Game 1 of the series, The 76ers shocked the world with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the city.
Put your brooms away.
That was
world.
the most dominant team we've seen.
Yeah.
That Lakers team.
No. Last year's Golden State Warriors.
Playoff team.
Last year's Golden State Warriors.
That Lakers team get them a run. 7-game series. Kobe, Shaq, Ron Harper, Rick Fox.
Yeah.
They give them a run with defense, how they play the game, and Shaq being who he was. Shaq caring
That's
about
a good
basketball.
NBA 2K series.
Shaq cared about basketball at that time.
Yeah.
They get them some trouble.
We never do that, by the way, either.
Yeah, we got to do it.
And
This
Kobe-
is
we
something.
have a
This is
bunch of
something.
2K
We got some
games we got to do.
We got some games.
Kobe on defense.
Yeah.
That team was crazy.
Yeah,
that-
this moment like transcended sports though. I mean, whether you're a winner or a loser, this single play changed the narrative of Allen Iverson. And if it wasn't for Tyronn Lue being the coach for the Cavs, we would forever remember him for being stepped over.
Yeah, I will.
So it changed his life,
did.
winning those championships with Cleveland, which he'll never win another championship again. So that's crazy.
This was like wish we had like Twitter and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you
Twitter
dude.
would have been on
Oh,
fire.
man.
Because he was cooking. He had scored 7 straight
Yeah.
and just iced it with that. Finished with 48, 5,
As a
6,
Iverson-
and 5.
As an
He was
Iverson
18
fan,
for 41 from the
I don't
field,
care. I was about to say,
Yeah.
I know he shot horrible this
Yeah,
game.
18 for 41.
Listen to me.
Yeah, that-
Aaron
41
McKee-
shots crazy.
Aaron McKee
That-
wasn't shooting.
yeah, that's what it is.
Aaron McKee wasn't shooting that ball.
Yeah, that was the definition of who else is going to shoot it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a young Iggy.
Yeah, that was Eric
you know,
Snow.
No, that was Eric
get-
Snow,
yeah.
Eric Snow,
Dikembe.
Yeah.
Tyrone Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I-
Rodney
Yes.
Buford.
Yeah, well, come on, man.
Yeah.
Rodney Buford.
Come
Like,
on, man.
Rodney Buford's not shooting the ball.
Willie Green was on that team. Nah,
Yeah.
he wasn't on that team.
Man.
It was
George,
bad.
was George Lynch.
It was George Lynch.
George
Oh,
Lynch.
George
Lynch
Lynch.
was on that team.
He was first team all defense that year.
Yeah, they had
6 man
time.
that
They
year or
were
something.
playing D.
They had some accolades
Yeah.
that season.
Yeah,
for sure.
Kemba Mutombo.
Yeah, defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, man. Like, I don't know we won't stay this too long.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. I know you're excited.
That was our as an Iverson fan, that's our championship.
That's a championship.
That move, that game right there is our
Sure.
championship.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
You'll never forget it.
Never. He comes to the crib. It's hanging up on the wall.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think the Lakers overlooked them
Oh yeah.
because they were already 12-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they were going to be the first team to go 16-0.
Yeah.
And
I
the
thought
Sixers
that's-
win 7 games.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what was going to happen with the Warriors this year
Same
when they
thing.
lost when Pascal had that great
Right,
game.
right.
Only to discover these boys down 3-1. Move on to Robert Horry tilting the finals in Spurs' favor. The huge 3 in Game 5 of the 2005 NBA Finals. With 5.8 seconds to play in overtime, Rasheed Wallace helps on Manu Ginobili. Huge mistake.
Dumbass play.
Leaving Robert Horry wide open. Horry then knocks down his 5th
Sorry,
and
Moms.
final 3-pointer of the night to give the Spurs a 96-95 win and a 3-2 series lead.
Look at that final score.
Right. Jeez.
Man, dude, this one help that Rasheed Wallace did.
Changed everything.
It changed literally the total like trajectory of the Pistons and the Spurs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there would be no big
Dynasties.
dynasty in San Antonio. That would be back to back for the
For them,
Pistons.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Things would look different, man.
Yeah.
It'd be different.
Isn't all Orr shots like his big shots like at the top of the key? Seems
Yeah,
like
he just
Lucky.
sit there.
Yeah,
He just
he's
sits
there.
Where you
He's
at?
there.
Yeah.
He's
That's
there.
crazy.
So, yeah.
Big shot Bob, man.
That's what it is.
He had 21 off the bench.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Come on, Rasheed Walker. As great as a decent defensive player you are, he's already 4 for 5 from the 3.
Yep.
Why are you helping off of him?
She got caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Bad.
Because if Ginobili goes and score, it just ties the game up.
Yeah.
And now you get to come down and have a shot to win the game. Instead, you give up a wide open 3 to a great shooter.
Yeah.
And now you down 1. So now it's a different pressure because it sounds crazy to say this, but the easiest shot in the end of a game is a shot you have to take with the score tied.
Yeah, man.
Because if you miss, nothing happens. You just go in overtime. There's no pressure on you.
Right.
So you shoot that shot with all the confidence in the world because it's tied.
Right.
And the series went 7, dude.
Of course.
So that could have, dude. The
Changed
Pistons
nothing.
having a back-to-back.
Mhm.
I know Adam Brown listening. I know you're sick
Sick.
about that.
I know
He's
it wasn't fun to watch, but that was a good series.
It's a good solid series.
That was a good series.
High-level basketball.
Yeah,
Mhm.
IQ basketball.
Yeah.
High-level IQ, for sure. Let's move on to Ron Artest sparing Kobe Bryant's blushes and seals the title. Game 7, 2010 NBA Finals. Now, Kobe, This is an original boxing one series, man. He was 6 for 24 from the field.
Yes, he
Terrible
was.
shooting.
Yes, he was.
It was shaping up as a defining moment of his career. Kobe doesn't win this.
Changes a lot.
We're talking a different talk about Kobe Bryant.
He's not.
So-
you won't say he's number 2.
Oh no, and there'll be a situation where we're talking about Kobe Bryant. Not even. I think Dwayne Wade might get past him because of this for sure. But Ron Artest rescued my guy by sinking a 3-pointer over the outstretched hand. Paul Pierce with a minute to play. This was a huge, huge shot, man.
Man.
The biggest. It really changed the narrative about Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Because this is for a few years. Previous 6 years, he had a rough career.
Yeah.
Malice in the Palace. And he was just moving and getting into it with his teammates. So for him to make that shot, even though he didn't shoot that well, he's 7 for 18.
7 for 18 from the field.
But and they say it's like when even Kobe watching that Ron Artest documentary, if you haven't watched it, I need to watch it because it's killing.
Good.
He's like, I didn't not want him to shoot it, but it was like, but he made it though. But
That's all that matters.
Ron Artest was a good player though.
You want Artest. Focused Artest. You want him on your team.
Oh, you want him on your team?
sure.
You want him on your side.
Yeah,
For
sure.
sure.
You don't want to go against dude.
And it was against the Celtics.
Yeah.
Because you locking the puppies up.
Yeah, big battle. But my boy was trying to exercise some personal demons, show that he could win it all without Shaq, and also stick it to the hated Celtics, man. And this was huge. This was huge for my guy, man, and he needed this. And
I
we
think it's one of-
appreciate Ron Artest.
Like you said, this Kobe's biggest championship to me.
Yeah, because he played good that entire series. Just had a bad game 7.
This is better than 3-peat.
No,
I think so because it meant more to him.
it was
I see what you're saying.
yeah, by
I see what
himself.
you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big one. Let's move on to Ray Allen saving the series for the Heat, Game 6, 2013 NBA Finals. With the Heat down 3, shot clock off, LeBron James missed a wide open 3-pointer to tie from the left wing. Bosh. Then out jumped 2 Spurs. People don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, tipping that ball.
Oh, now I
for the
remember this
offensive
one.
rebound. About time. It's 2013. He quickly got the ball to Ray Allen, backpedaled to the right corner, drained a 3, 5 seconds left.
It was crazy watching this because if you watch the game, you see the yellow rope.
Yep.
It's already out.
I was out.
Yeah.
It was over.
They blocking people off, and then people underestimate how hard that was to catch it like he did and take a step back and to know that you're behind the 3-point
line,
line.
for sure.
That's all court awareness.
Yeah.
So, that was huge. And he just looked like he just caught a step back. But looking at it, that's tough to
He
do.
knew exactly where he was at.
Yeah.
Especially in that corner, we know how small the corner is.
Yeah, 'cause
One wrong step, he can step out of bounds.
Yeah.
Wrong step, he's on the line.
Yeah.
And it changes LeBron James' career.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade's career.
Yeah.
Because like
Nobody
you
else, it
said,
doesn't matter anybody else. That's crazy, too, because we don't even mention Bosh about this.
Yeah.
But it really changes, one of the best shooting guards, one of the best basketball players, period. If they do this, then I've never seen a championship series turn in less than 4 seconds like this, man. Insane.
But before this happened, if y'all remember, Kawhi missed 2 free throws that cost him the series.
they had the game won.
Yeah.
To just make the free throws. And LeBron, even though he missed that 3, he hit the big 3 before that to bring him within closer range.
So it
So
was Game 7, right after that, they won their second straight championship. But if LeBron James doesn't have this championship,
changes a lot.
it changes a lot because he would be 2-7.
Yeah.
Woohoo! It's already 3-6.
Shout out to the 3-6 mark.
One thing they questioned too was Pop. Because if Tim Duncan is on the court,
It's true.
he might not
Yeah,
get that
that
offensive
rebound.
rebound.
Tim Duncan might get that rebound.
Yeah, it's a rare time when we question decision making to Pop for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's move on to LeBron James' massive chase down block on Andre Iguodala in Game 7, and also Kyrie's iconic jumper in Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals.
LeBron James, this block to me, maybe one of his biggest moments.
I think the 2016 Finals were one of the most memorable Finals series in NBA history, dog.
Because if he don't get this block, the game's over.
Yeah.
Because they stole the ball from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
They stole the ball from
They
Brandon.
stole the
He
ball.
down-
Yeah, he had to get that block.
He
had
had
to.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. This was his second crack at the Warriors. He had both his co-stars along with him, falling down 3-1. I think no team had scored for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It went crazy.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. I think we were at our spot watching this game.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, nobody has scored for like 4 minutes. This is insane.
But a little credit has to go to JR for actually getting back and forcing Iggy to alter because he was going to dunk that.
Yes, this true.
So he had to close out and he laid it up and it gave Bron 1 more second to get up there and make that block, man. So that was crazy.
It was funny.
Go ahead.
No, you got to go ahead.
The Kyrie shot in that corner
Yeah.
over unanimous.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was huge.
That was a big shot.
Cavs and Warriors combined for 12 consecutive misses before that shot.
I remember my tweet. As soon as that shot went in, that's y'all unanimous MVP.
But this was just funny. This was funny about that. Did y'all see where Steph came out and said that he alters this finals if he just goes by Kevin Love and gets a 2-pointer?
Yep.
And when you look at it, it's like, why don't you just go by him? You didn't have to have a 3.
He didn't have to have
because he
three.
jumped, lunged at him on the hezzy. He just kept going.
Yep.
That's how comfortable he is with shooting
Yeah.
threes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was huge, man. 53 seconds ago, you make that shot, and it alters again the history of the NBA because if they
3-peat.
they 3-peat. No.
That'd be back to back.
They're back to back.
But then they won the next shit, right?
Then they won the next.
So it would have been a 3-peat.
Or maybe Durant stays in OKC.
Durant stays in OKC.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
It
You
changes
don't know.
a lot. Yeah. Nah.
Damn.
That's
Because
crazy.
that's why Durant leaves at OKC right there.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
right there?
He's not coming.
Yeah.
If
I think Draymond's not texting him after it's over.
Yeah,
talking
no, for
about,
sure. We need you. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
you.
That's
And they
crazy.
need- Yeah, for sure. They definitely need.
So what?
You said that. But remember you said that. I didn't say it.
But this is the thing, though.
They need him. Shit.
They
They need me. They need some healthy bodies.
And he locked.
They-
He locked it
Hey,
in.
I'm shooting there. That's going in. But so
know
with
that.
that, no, we know that.
Oh.
We know that.
I like that.
So, like you said, he doesn't call him, but nobody was beating the Warriors still at that point either.
That's true.
You're right.
Brown was 9 for 24 in that game. Kyrie was 10 for 23. They both needed that play
Oh my
to
God!
save their career.
Ooh, that-
LeBron and also Kyrie.
Yes,
Kyrie eyes lit up though.
Yeah.
Well, everybody like I even watched when CP that was last year when they played Steph and them. Whoever Steph was guarding,
Oh, you know it's a bucket.
they was going at him.
They know it.
Kyle Lowry don't have that
Oh
opportunity.
he don't. I wish he did.
Yeah, for sure.
Freddie VanVleet does.
Van
VanVleet does.
Somebody needs to trade for him. And last but not least, let's move on to LeBron's 50 piece and J.R. Smith's blunder. Game 1 will close things with KD's dagger in 2018. This Golden State Warriors run has been cool to watch. Me being a fan of Steph Curry, to see LeBron James come out the way he did in that game 1, 19 for 32 from the field. It was setting up as a Allen Iverson moment. Like, okay, game 1, these boys got this on the road.
Yeah.
And then
Yo, boy.
my guy,
It's your man.
Swish, my guy. And what Weezy always talks about this. We're blaming a lot on JR.
Yeah.
George Hill gets a lot of this credit.
Mr. Free Throw.
Mr. Free
You got to make and I remember watching this game. I said, "Oh my God, he's terrified."
Yeah.
His eyes.
Yeah, you saw it.
He didn't want to take those free throws.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, he made the hardest one.
Yeah.
The first one.
first one was the hardest
If you missed the first one, now you know I got to do something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
He made the first one. I was like, because I thought he was gonna miss the first one.
Yeah.
I was sitting. I said, he's not gonna make this. This moment's too big for him.
Yeah.
And he made it. I was like, oh, he really made it. Well,
Yeah.
he good now. And then he clang. I said, oh my God.
And
Oh,
JR.
man.
And JR.
came
Good old
through.
I never forget JR for this.
And he lied. He lied on national TV.
Yeah, he lied.
He told the
man.
media, he said, I thought we were going to call a timeout when you can clearly see on the video.
Yeah.
He looks at LeBron and says, I thought we were winning.
I thought we were winning.
Come on,
Yeah.
JR.
It's
You got to
just-
be. It's awareness.
Yeah,
And then you
it's
go into
n-
overtime.
It's
Gotta
no
know.
excuse for not knowing what's going on in a finals game.
To JR
Always
defense,
know.
And I said this on the show. Tyrone had to coach better.
You got to coach
Okay,
better.
gotta coach
Oh,
better.
you got to coach better.
Because
When you see it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, coach. When you see timeout right there.
Timeout.
Because that cost them the series.
Yeah. Well, they won't win it.
I won't say that.
No.
That cost them from not getting swept.
Wait, guys. Wait, what I'm saying is, they go out there and win game 1 on the road. It puts a little bit more pressure on them.
True.
Yeah, just get
True.
a gentleman's sweep.
It's pressure.
They just get a gentleman's sweep.
I would just say it could have made the series closer. Because I still don't think they were going to beat them.
Maybe 6.
That's the first time I ever went on a rant after the game. I think I called Jay to actually I was cussing him out, and I didn't even mean to. Because I knew you like JR. I was so mad at JR.
Yeah, he was mad for sure. And then they go 17. They lose 17-7 in overtime.
Yeah,
it was
no
over.
close.
With. Series was over. With.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah, most definitely.
And
LeBron told us how to do better tomorrow.
The Hennessy memes were made.
That was rough, man. Yes. And then you can move on to game 3 of that same series. KD, man, close out.
Same
and
spot.
Here's the funny thing about that. He was deferring to Steph. He really wanted Steph to win Finals MVP. You could tell he was just passing the ball, deferring to him. But they needed a shot. Yeah. KD was ready to take that shot.
He didn't hesitate.
Same spot, 2 years in a row. Cash, man.
Bang, no bang. Pressure.
Yeah,
I'm playing with the greatest team ever, so I just got to hit this shot, guys.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, man. I think this shot, those 2 shots, back-to-back series like that, define Kevin Durant's career and the reason why he won't come and play this year with my boy, help my dog out. My dog, he drowning.
Draymond did it.
Yeah,
it's Draymond's fault,
dude.
You gotta blame Draymond.
It's Draymond's fault.
It is Draymond Green's fault.
If he don't come out and say we don't need KD, he comes back
because KD he comes back right. They lose. Either way, it doesn't matter because we're looking at it like he's hurt, which he is. Yeah, hurt. But in turn, if he comes back. I was thinking the whole time he's gonna come back so they can be down 3-1. Yeah, comes back, hero. Yeah, of course. But now it's too much pressure, and KD don't want none of that smoke. KD is at the house chilling, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
He wanted to sit on the bench, man.
Nah, that's what I don't like.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Like sit on the bench. Clay was hurt.
Is it because he can't sit down?
I don't give a damn. Sit on the bench.
I'm just saying. Put him next to E40.
Right? Yeah, stretch it out.
Nah, for sure.
Nah. This is what I'm not gonna let y'all do. There's no way we're gonna talk about these finals moments without talking about my boy Dwayne Wade 2006.
He had a great series. It wasn't a moment.
What?
It was a great series.
Pick one. Pick a moment. 40. They down 2-0.
You got to give them that one.
They down 2-0. They lose. If they lose this game, listen.
I agree with that.
They were down 13 in the fourth quarter. Yep. He scored 12 in the final 6.5 minutes to send the game into overtime.
Talk to me, coach.
And then he wound up averaging 34.7, 7.8, 3.8 assists, 2.7 steals. But in that game 3, he had 42. Then the game 4,
42 is crazy.
36.
Talk to me. Now, listen up. What was the moment?
I just gave you the moment.
That game 3 win was
run.
No. If you go down, 3-0.
That's not a moment. That's a game.
That's the moment. So Kobe moment. How's it different from Kobe's moment?
Ron Artest moment.
No, the other one with Shaq.
Oh, with the Shaq jump?
Yeah.
Shaq, he had fouled out.
You saying looking at Shaq saying I got us, big fella.
That was the moment.
He said, "Look at Miami, I got it. We're down 13 with 6 minutes."
You're trying to get your man in the game.
Now, I do have one we could have added though. That one, the Nick Anderson free throws.
He missed them free
throws.
throws.
4 straight free throws.
He missed them.
That's 4 straight.
It's a bad moment, but it's a moment.
Yeah, 4 straight free throws.
It's a moment.
And he got his own rebound.
He never bounced back from that.
He missed the first 2, got his own rebound, got fouled again, and missed 2 more.
That was some Buffalo Bills stuff.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I bet it could have.
Nah, it's true. That's true though. That's
4 free throws.
4 free throws. And just all he had to do was hit. They were up 3.
Yeah,
all he had to do was hit 1.
Just hit 1.
Just hit 1.
Just hit 1, Nick.
That's all he had to do was hit 1. And they win game 1.
Hit 1, Nick.
Yeah.
Hit 1.
You don't even remember that one, do you, Weezy?
I vaguely.
That's the one Kenny Smith hit the shot.
Yeah,
for sure.
It took it overtime. Yeah.
Shout out to Ken. Yeah, man. That's another one, fella. Good find on that, D. I knew you were going to get your boy in there somewhere. Just trying to keep his ass out there. I'm
not going to do it like that. I ain't going to let it happen.
You know. For sure. Weezy, you got to watch a little bit more basketball. Dog. NBA TV, you know what I'm saying? They play them all the time, dog. I know that. You got some time.
Just watch.
You got some time.
You got some
time, brother. You got some time, brother. For sure. Cameraman, we over, huh? For sure.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It happens.
That's another one in the books.
Yeah. It is, man.
Coach, like you back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle, man.
Sure.
Back like I never left.
Sure, most definitely, man. The 300th celebration in Atlanta next week for On Deck TV.
All the way up.
I think they still have some openings. They cleared out some people, cut some people off the list.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
VIP
Contact them. Yes, definitely VIP only. Contact those guys so you can get a seat. FSP will try to be there. Weezy, let's wrap it up, bro. All right. Now, tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment for sure. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
About that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Code Lock.
Get his drummer song.
Most definitely. The Revolution will be podcasting. Cameraman, we are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.